I've been with no sleep for like 5 days. Living this life just for Friday. I don't like rules, I do it my way. Everywhere I go they say my name. 605 crypto, 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 605 crypto.
We love green.
And welcome back to 605 Crypto. This is Travis B. And taking a look at the price charts today, we can see Bitcoin hovering around the 37,000 mark. Ethereum 2,600. Take a look. XRP's holding in there at the number 6 at 70 cents. Just lost a little bit more. Great time to buy. Great time to buy. Terra Luna's looking pretty good today. They've had a nice little 10% pump at $60. Further down the list here, we see Litecoin at 107. That's a great entry point to Litecoin. My boy over at Kel's Crypto, he'll tell you, Litecoin, scoop it up while you can. Cheap stuff. Algorand. So if we take a detailed look at Algorand, we can see it's right about the 80 cent mark right now. It's down quite a bit from its all-time high. All-time high was 9/11/2021. It was 237. So great time to get in on Algorand. It seems like we're going to consolidate here. I expect it to hover around this mark for a little bit. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Please do your own research. This show is just for entertainment purposes only. Checking in over at Kotaku, and you probably already heard about this story, but a hacker stole millions worth of NFTs from OpenSea users. The thief then, for whatever reason, gave some stuff back to victims. And that's pretty funny. So go over to Kotaku, give this article a read. You've probably already heard about this in the news. They don't go into a lot of detail because they don't quite understand NFTs. So somebody was able to use a security exploit, go in and basically put items in people's wallets on sale for very low amounts, for like 0 ETH, and then buy them. They were essentially able to gobble up some of the Bored Ape Yacht Club and the Mutant Ape Yacht Club. And if you are really into the NFTs, you know that these were some of the first on the scene, and they're some of the highest value NFTs out there. I think Justin Bieber bought a Bored Ape Yacht Club NFT not too long ago for several $1 million. And you know, it is what it is, folks. I don't know that I'd spend that much on one, but you know, whatever. The people like the Bored Apes. But now we're seeing a Texas man sue OpenSea for $1 million over stolen ape with baby's bonnet. So this rare variation here is supposed to command more money than the regular Bored Apes. But we can see finally somebody suing OpenSea like, hey, somebody took my $1 million NFT. Now, I told you, Justin Bieber paid a couple million. This one is supposed to be rarer than the one that Justin Bieber has. And just like that, gone. If we check in down here further in the article, the defendant's security vulnerability allowed an outside party to illegally enter through OpenSea's code and access plaintiff's NFT wallet in order to list and sell plaintiff's Bored Ape at a literal fraction of the value, at 0.01 ETH. Essentially, OpenSea's vulnerabilities allowed others to enter through its code and force the listings of an NFT. This is not great. We've talked about in the last few shows how you're going to start to hear about more scams because the government wants to be able to regulate crypto to a higher degree than they're already regulating our daily lives right now. So they're going to make sure that the bad publicity gets out there. We're going to be hearing about scams from now until they drop this executive order, until we are over-regulated. They basically want to scare people out of this crypto space because the crypto space scares them. Also at Gizmodo, new book claims to have identified the hacker behind a massive 11 billion crypto theft. So we've referenced this theft in the past, particularly in the story with the couple that got busted a couple weeks ago with their money laundering scheme. The author thinks that she's figured out who's stolen this, and if we take a look at this highlight, so according to Shin, who's the author of this book, digital traces connected to the hack seem to point in Honish's direction. To map the twisty route of digital tokens after they were stolen, Shin says they enlisted a previously secret digital forensics tool that was provided by blockchain analysis firm Chainalysis. The tool showed that crypto was converted into Bitcoin, after which it was mixed in an attempt to obscure the transaction history, money laundering. However, using the tracking tool, investigators were able to follow the path of the stolen coins, uncovering that they ended up in accounts at 4 separate crypto exchanges. At one of those exchanges, the crypto was converted into the privacy coin Grin and subsequently sent to crypto nodes with names almost identical to social accounts held by Hostnich. So she elaborates further in this piece. It's a good read. Give it a read over at Gizmodo. This is just an accusation, so the guy has the right to defend himself. But it sounds like she's found some pretty compelling evidence here. Take a look at it. Checking in over at the Twitter with XRP Crypto Wolf, and if you haven't yet, make sure you're following them. Great content. Former SEC Joseph Hall says there's pretty good chance the SEC will lose all merits because of the XRP lawsuit. So if we check in with this article linked over at ambcrypto.com, I'm not sure what the SEC is planning on proving through the XRP litigation either. I continue to be perplexed why the SEC decided to bring the case. Their entire regulatory project could be basically shut down. They lose all their merits here, and I think there's a pretty good chance that they will lose all those merits. It should also be noted here that the case has now become bigger than just the 2 parties involved, as over 65,000 XRP holders have also joined the proceedings under attorney John Deaton. Take a look at the article over at ambcrypto.com. You know, the SEC, I said it a while back, they stepped in it. They continue to step in it. How long are they going to drag this out for? Was this all pre-planned? I don't know. Something strange is brewing over here, though. Checking in with Gold Telegraph on the crypto. Breaking news. Global debt levels rise to more than $303 trillion in 2021, up $10 trillion year on year. Wow. I mean, so it's not only a problem in the U.S. that we continue to add to our debt, but we're adding to the global debt. You know, there's global debt. So we're suffering from inflation. Is there global inflation? Globeflation? I don't know. It's not looking pretty, folks. Checking in over with Blockworks on the Twitter. Great channel. Great feed. Give them a follow. Top government officials left their jobs for crypto. A thread. This is a great thread. Why are all these former government officials leaving their positions and then going to work at these crypto exchanges or in crypto firms? I mean, they must know something. They were in the highest echelons of the ranks as far as the financial institutions, you know, in the U.S. And they're leaving those positions to go work for crypto firms and companies. Why would they be doing that? I don't know. You know, do they know something we don't know? You know, I think crypto's the future. I think that these officials think it. So we see Jay Clayton. He's our friend that brought the XRP lawsuit the day before he was leaving office. We see Brian Brooks. I actually like Brian Brooks. He did pretty well when he was the former acting comptroller of the currency at OCC. And he's joined Binance and then Bitfury. Don't know that guy. Take a look. William Hinman, former director of the SEC's Division of Corporation Finance, joined A16Z as an advisory partner. So he's making bank. You know, take a look at the list. They listed all right here. You know, the evidence is right here. 9 officials that have left, and now they're working for crypto firms. You know, sticking with Twitter and checking in with Zero Hedge, Putin. We welcome sanctions because we're building key payment infrastructure with China, using blockchain as a backbone. So there's a lot of talk in the U.S. right now about sanctions, and we've put sanctions on Russia because now we're, I guess, classifying this as an invasion now, so we can place the sanctions that we said we were going to place. So these sanctions weren't really going to have teeth to start with, and Putin's just kind of putting his thumb in our eye, just saying, yep, we welcome your sanctions because we don't use your global payment system anymore. We're working on a blockchain. So to further elaborate on this, take a look at Roderick Gala over at Gala Roderick on the Twitter. If I had to guess, they're going to let him take those two places and sanction him, and then he'll announce that he will be using CBDCs with China and other countries, and that the sanctions won't affect him at all. This will be the start of global CBDCs. I mean, is this the big black swan event, this war in Ukraine, and it's going to cause a chain reaction? That I don't know. But Roderick here has a good theory working. So, this is just speculation, but a lot of the events going around in the world right now, there's a lot going on. I always have a critical mind. I'm always critically thinking. This guy makes some sense. Give him a follow. Believe you can, and you're halfway there. And that's God's honest truth right there. I mean, it takes the most effort just to get started. Once you get started, things start flowing. Thanks for joining us today. If you made it this far, give us a like, follow, subscribe. I appreciate each and every one of you. This is Travis B. with 605 Crypto, and we'll catch you next time.
I've been with no sleep for like 5 days, living this life just for Friday. I don't like rules, I do it my way. Everywhere I go, they say my name. 605 Crypto, 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 605 Crypto.
We love green.